Fuck.
Telling Hannah, this is my first time playing at a table with Hannah.
Hey, good first time.
We're
live?
Oh boy.
We're live.
I think so.
We are live. Hello, everybody. Hi, welcome to D&D Live 2019, The Descent.
Yeah.
We are
Yeah.
taking initiative, and we have some friends with us today.
Yeah.
So today, we are going to play a lovely little game that I have created, that Josh has made me create because he's been busy doing other things.
That's true.
So, without further ado, my name is Bucky, Jonathan Buckmaster, a.k.a. your friendly neighborhood Bucky. And let's go down the line and introduce ourselves.
I'm Josh Perot.
Oh, I'm Morgan Conroy.
I'm Hannah Billings.
I'm David Alvord. I'm from the North by Northwest podcast.
And I'm Eugenio Vargas, also known as your friendly neighborhood Dungeon Master DM Jazzy Hands, although not dungeon mastering today. And I'm from the actual play podcast, The Last Refuge.
All right, so who's ready? Ready to dive in?
Can we say no?
Ready to dive
All right, guys.
in?
Uh,
Dive in.
That's the end of our show. Thank you very much,
We're
Josh.
going to leave it for this
No,
week.
don't go away. We're here.
So, the ever-present smell of brimstone and burning flesh. The screams of torment and agony ringing in your ears like a malicious symphony. The sensation that at any step you take, it might be your last. Y'all are in hell. More specifically, Avernus, the first layer of the Nine Hells, ruled over by the fallen angel Zariel and home of a seemingly never-ending war between devils and demons known as the Blood War. The fallout of this war has left Avernus a barren wasteland of death and destruction for miles upon miles in all directions. However, all that sad shit's for another day. Today is apparently a day for celebration. Why celebration? Nobody knows. It's been ordered by the higher powers of Avernus, namely Alantheus, Zariel's right hand and commander of her armies, that today there will be a race. Zariel has promised that whatever gang wins the race will be allowed to have a reward in the form of one thing the winners desire, and that in order to win, only one racer has to cross the finish line first in order to win for their entire gang. All along the battlefield of the Blood War, Hell fights through the waves and waves of enemies using large machines and vehicles known as infernal war machines. Monstrous metal behemoths stocked with powerful weapons, impenetrable shielding, and able to seat up to 8 warriors comfortably inside to bring down the might of Hell on their enemies. Unfortunately, that leaves little room for cup holders. You 5, as well as many other denizens of Avernus, have created a different version of the infernal war machine. The originals are sluggish and slow. Not very fun to watch move. However, you have worked on a creation called Infernal War Bikes. Smaller and more compact versions of these war machines that can travel at speeds much faster with the detriment of housing less people and less powerful weapons. But you get cup holders, so win some, lose some. In recent years, with the creation of these war bikes, certain groups have banded together, riding along the wastelands of Avernus in groups that have different goals. They have become colloquially known as infernal biker gangs. The war machines are created and modified by a powerful night hag by the name of Mad Maggie. Under her are her cohorts that assist in this. The bands, or gangs, have named themselves using the likeness of Maggie's crew, and in doing so, sometimes receive assistance from them. The gangs are known as the following. Working under Mickey the Flesh Golem is the group known as Mickey's Marauders, a melting pot of humanoids and monsters that ride on bikes that look like abominations. Working under Barnabas the Flame Skull is the group known as the Burning Skulls, a collection of arcane practitioners that spec their bikes out to match their interests. Working under the Kenku brothers, Chuka and Clonk, is the group known as the Hellbirds, filled with members that are not afraid of taking to the skies. This gang is dedicated to building a full-fledged infernal war machine that can achieve flight. However, getting their bikes to be able to achieve flight has been somewhat of a problem. Working under Gula the Oni is a group known as the Cloak Hunters. This group focuses on one thing and one thing only, speed. These fiends travel the wasteland in search of an artifact long sought after by the one they call Master, but so far have failed. And, working under Mad Maggie herself, is her personal group of Redcaps and Madcaps that help building the war machines. They have called themselves Nightcap. Their numbers are vast and often resort to using their large numbers against their foes. However, you 5 find yourself in the junkyard of Mad Maggie. She has graciously opened her junkyard to all of the rival gangs to allow a fair race across the board. You are all using scrapped parts to build the war machines, and you need some much-needed modifications before the race starts. Although this may only be a race, it's a race in hell. Killing will not only be encouraged, but will be necessary. Amongst all of this, you are also an infernal biker gang. So please, friends, tell me, who are you? Starting with Josh.
I will be playing an older tabaxi named Eclipse, which is short for Total Eclipse of the Heart. Eclipse has been around Chult and Waterdeep, and as of recently, he made some deals which he shouldn't have been making. And to get out of the deals, he did what anyone smart would do. Make another deal that's probably a little less worse. In doing so, he ended up in hell. But Eclipse is around. He is cloaked as I'm wearing, because that would have been a terrible costume decision if I chose something else. Darker fur, a little worn, green eyes. And not incredibly thrilled to be here. This is not his thing. He makes other bad decisions, not this.
Okay, so I'm playing Lynn Toretto, and she's like a halfling. She's got like brownish olive skin. She's got big hair. She's got, she's wearing like a big mix of an outfit. She's got, a tank top on, but she's got shoulders on. She's got elbow pads with little spikes on them. She's got pants on, but they're like kind of tight, just fashionable, She's got a belt on that's got a lot of like pouches on them. Oh yeah, it's gonna be like this the whole time. The whole time it's gonna be like this, you hear? So she's got her gun on her left side. She's got a whole bunch of holsters. She's got knee pads. She's got elbow pads. She doesn't have a helmet because that would flatten her hair, okay? So that's Lynn Toretto.
What's the D&D equivalent of hairspray?
Ta.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
All right, so Percy Quillen has been in hell for a while. Unlike Lynn, she is not so interested in the fashion aspects of hell. She mostly ran screaming from the real world into a place that she could assert her dominion and absolutely just destroy. She has 2 buddies with her. Are we getting into that yet?
Oh, we'll get there.
Our friends?
We'll get there.
Yeah,
All
we're all
right.
around you.
Okay. All right. She's kind of a beautiful, dark-skinned, half-elfin woman. A lot of like mystery, except the mystery is she wants to kill you, and that's basically it. She doesn't have a lot
It's
of
just
depth.
the how.
Yeah,
it's just the how is the
savagery.
mystery. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Perfect. So, Hammer Striker Hammelstein Dune Surfer, Ham Dune Surfer, is one of the beach dwarves. Beaches, hills, the dunes are the hills of the beach. And he has been on the seas for many years after the giant orc pirate king, Swellbane. Ham is nude, except for a red pirate jacket.
Wait, that's news to me. He's nude.
He's nude, except for his piercing blue eyes and his
Oh, well, thank God.
burly
Oh, okay,
orange
at least he's got his eyes on,
beard
thankfully.
that drops. Oh, yeah. He's not indecent all the time.
Okay.
David, eyes aren't clothes.
But his beard.
I was going to say already,
the
if he's
beard's
nude
long
and
enough.
working on a war machine,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
a severe OSHA violation.
Hey, man. Oh,
Even in hell,
We're not gonna get into
OSHA,
OSHA.
OSHA
There are
reigns.
There are rules, people.
bureaucracy. And he found himself in hell because he has been tracking down Swellbane for years. And basically, he didn't see Swellbane fall with his own eyes as they were swirling through this massive, what he thought was a Cthulhu mouth. Who knows in the ocean what happened? And he found himself here. And now he is trying to make sure this damn pirate king is dead.
I'll be playing Dranks. Dranks is a kobold of the Shimmerscale tribe of kobolds. He found himself in hell a couple of years ago now, and he's not entirely sure how he got here. He came with 2 of his, friends is a strong word, companions named Hox and Van. The 3 of them are 3 of a council of 6, 8. Shit, it's been so many years I don't remember. They're part of a council that rules a tribe of kobolds called the Shimmerscale tribe up on the surface in the Last Refuge. He's not sure how he got here. He'd really like to get back. It's not really his thing. He assumes it had something to do with this group of adventurers that came for a bunch of Azimars and a tiefling. He blames the tiefling, if he's being honest, because this seems like his sort of place. But yeah, he's gruff. He likes his weapons. He likes his armor. He also likes not being in hell, I think I might have mentioned. Yeah, so that's Dranks and Hox and Varn.
So, what's the name of your biker gang?
Morgan.
The name of our biker gang is the Hecklers.
The Hecklers.
Dranks doesn't get it, but he goes with it.
And
He
tell me,
just
friends,
shows up.
Yeah.
How did you create the Hecklers? How did you all meet? Why are you all together? Why did you make this gang?
Cricket.
Well,
Okay, so I'll take the
all right, go on,
responsibility.
go on.
So I feel like everybody just came to that junkyard because we're all trying to find something. We're all trying to find our purpose in this whole fucking place. And, you know, we all came together and we're like, you look less shit than that person over there. So do you want to be in my gang? Cool, let's go. So that's how that all came about. You know, we chose the Hecklers because, you know, it was funny and because Dranks didn't get it. And that's funnier,
What's there to
frankly.
get?
That's the reason.
Is there-
Also, Eclipse doesn't get it either. That's new information. Also funny.
I'm not sure what there is to get, personally.
To be clear, my two friends, Hox and Varn, they totally get it and also think it is hilarious that Dranks doesn't
Thank
get
you.
it. Yeah.
I appreciate
Yeah, oh,
that.
yeah.
I feel left out on the joke.
So now, getting to a lot of the fun stuff. What do your bikes look like? As you guys are amongst this junkyard, ripping pieces off of broken down war machines, there's the smell of oil and grease all over the place, fire burning, and you guys are specking out your bikes for the race that's going to be happening today. So, what do they all look like?
After
Oh,
you,
all
sir.
right.
Go down on the opposite end now.
So Dranks' bike, of course he calls it Dranks' bike. Hox and Varn take real exception to that because let's be honest, they're the ones who built it. But he drives it, so it's his bike. So it's a collection of. Well, so everything looks like it's been pieced together by bits of of Maggie's junkyard because it has, but theirs looks particularly tossed together. Varn is a brilliant sort of tinkerer and inventor, but he's not much for the aesthetics. So it's lots of spikes. The wheels have got great big spikes on them. There's a big old grappling hook that's got a big long spike on it. There's some buzz saws that are sort of sitting on the sides, ready to launch out front. Also kind of spiky and sharp. So lots of spikes.
Very
you see.
thematic.
I see a theme.
Yeah, see a theme. Yeah. Well, it's because they're kobolds, you see, and they've got spikes on them, and they
Yeah.
felt this was
Yeah.
anyway. Oh, and they got spiked tires apparently too. I don't know. They built it a
Oh.
long time ago. I didn't remember. Yeah, but it definitely looks like it's held together by spit and a prayer.
Is there a triple denim rule, but with spikes? Because I feel like this is kind
Yeah,
of...
it's just
Look,
spikes
if there
on
is-
spikes on
If
spikes.
there is, she might be upset about it, but we don't give a damn.
No,
Yeah.
it's good.
We
It's
just
fine.
want to go up.
You can do whatever
Also,
style
to
you
be
want.
very
as long
clear,
as you do
nobody
it.
ever tripled it. That rule is real. Don't do it.
Follow
We
your
will find you.
dreams.
We will find you.
That's right. Dranks will encourage you, but the rest of us will find you.
Of course. So Ham Ham realized as soon as he got to hell, he got little short stubby legs. He got to find a way to get around a lot easier. So what he did was he basically repurposed the crash pirate ship that he came in on. So what you see is he's working on the front end of this hull of a pirate ship, literally the bow. And on the top is this lightning harpoon. And there are spiked wheels, probably, you know, same reasons Drank has, but it's more like, oh, there's some shit. This will get it going. Yeah, it'll be fine. And so he's got those on the bottom. He's got some thrusters on the back. And then on the front, the pirate ship had this beautiful, buxom maiden masthead. Except for he thought it was ugly, so he cut the head off and left the body and put a hammerhead shark. Which he uses to ram.
Big improvement.
Yep.
So that's his bike. He has two companions, and they are below deck at the moment, and they will make a showing in a minute.
Can you imagine being so fucking ugly that someone would cut your head off and put a shark on top of it instead? Can you imagine that shame?
shit I have ever seen.
You brought a Zora into D&D. I'm cool
That's
with
right.
this.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, so Percy, figuring that everybody else is going for speed and damage and spikes on spikes on spikes.
There it is.
Yeah, there you go. Has
Aesthetic.
concocted this bike, and in my notes I have it written as a cricket that does CrossFit. So it's just lots of lots of armor. It's very swole. It's a very swole cricket. Lots of plates, lots of car. It's just kind of smushed together.
I can't decide if that's my nightmare or my dream come true.
Both. Yeah.
Both.
Little column A,
¿Por qué
little
no los
column B.
dos?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Go on. Sorry.
Good. Just heavy beast-like tires, lots of plates, lots of tar, lots of grease. It just looks like somebody's inner miasma.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
inner
wow.
miasma. Lovely.
That's a good word.
Uh,
Like that word.
evocative,
Okay, so Lynn's bike is Lynn's Diesel, okay? It looks like if Vin Diesel were a bike. It is a pitch black iron giant of a bike. It has a smooth dome, it's got a low bass. And you might think that because it's a big bike, it might be slow, but let me assure you, it is fast and it is furious. She has on her bike with her. She got all the way to hell. How she came to hell is that she's got so many cousins. She's got so many brothers. She's got so many fucking family members. She went to hell to escape them, and there she was. She got there, and she saw her cousin Vinny. Along with her cousin Vinny is also her other cousin Gianni, and they're on her bike to help her win.
Welcome to Taking Initiative. We love puns. We love puns more than anything else.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. So Eclipse's bike, it's a lot of black and gray metals. The cockpit is out in front with Eclipse steering it. The steering works in a weird way where when Eclipse turns right or left, the actual cockpit turns as well. I'm going to take one of the very, very few things I was actually good about the last Star Wars movie. The not Hoth planet, the spike coming down into the ground that
watching.
helps steer it was a very cool mechanic, and I'm taking that and putting that in here, so it's going to kind of dip and turn there. Behind the cockpit are two massive wheels with a raised platform in the middle containing two seats for Eclipse's two friends, Bonnie Bright and Tyler Turner. In between those two seats is a large thunder cannon. Between the two wheels, glad I can finally tell you that, between the two wheels below those seats is a device outputting an arcane shield, constantly spinning and illuminating a dark green energy, and it's pounding, rhythmic drumming sound. So it's called the Heart. And that's his bike.
All right.
I love puns too.
So, what are you guys doing currently right now in the junkyard?
I guess just making like those final like touches, making sure it looks really sharp, looks really good. All of the weapons are primed. I've got a big wrecking ball on mine. It's called the Pacifier. That's got to be really good to go.
Dranks wants to talk strategy, because it's all fun and games, but we got to win, right? Now, only one of us has to cross the finish line, so which one's the fastest? Did anybody get that turbo chart? He looks over at Varn and is like, what's it called? And Varn just, puts his face.
I'm not going for speed personally. I'm hoping one of you wins. I'm just kind of here to help.
You hear Ham Ham, who's up against the side of his hull, who's scratching out the old name of the ship before, which was the Salty ex-wife, and he's about to start marking it. He calls it the Hades Ladies, and he doesn't look up from his tar wording. He's like, I got some damn boosters on the back. That what you mean?
Absolutely, that's what I meant. A booster's
Yeah.
I've also got some boosters, and I also have tire chains so I can get some real traction.
All right, so then the two of you, we're going to count on you to cross that line first, and the rest of us, kill people and protect them, I suppose.
Okay.
I have a thunder cannon and thunder pulse kind of a thing.
So did you say Thundercat?
Thunder? Oh, that would have been a way better
Did
upgrade.
I just add another pun to this? Usually
long
on
do
my
we
show
have
I
until
make
the start
people
of the
explode
game?
when they make bad puns, and I can't do that today. But no, they're in my head. You're all blowing
Welcome
up.
to hell.
I feel really bad for your game when you get back to them and you're like, I got some energy to work out.
So no, I have a thunder cannon and a thunder. Well, I am a thunder cat. I'm guessing this is good.
We could probably find you a
Very
cat in
good.
the next 10 minutes or so before the race starts, and you can
Is
just
it-
strap it on.
Hopefully a live one, or it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
guess.
I mean, it'd
Just-
be dead
come on.
eventually.
Well, there are
No.
multiple ways to skin that.
Oh no!
Oh
Jesus.
Jesus!
I saw it. I couldn't resist.
So Eclipse is just kind of walking around his bike inspecting while Tyler and Bonnie are turning around some of the parts and making sure that it's fitting the bike right and just making sure that everything is locked in and good to go.
Yeah, Percy and her friends, Nell and Max, are both kind of just walking around their bikes, glaring at everybody. Just putting the fear. I guess it's not God at this point.
Here is Zariel.
Several.
Yeah, of
Zariel?
any roles to be played here, she's definitely on the murder one, okay? I think we can all agree on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was never in question. No.
No party kills, please. Just
I'll
requesting.
do my best. I can't guarantee anything.
I think that's the best we're going to get out of it.
All right. So if you guys are ready.
Vroom,
I don't
vroom.
know about
Race.
that, but
Let's
let's go
fucking
anyway.
do this.
So what you know about hell pretty much is that it's full of lots and lots and lots of sand and fire. So
Picked that up, yeah.
you kind of prepared your bikes to be prepared for the worst to happen because chances are it will. So continuing on, once you all finish your modifications, you rest for a while to prepare for today's activities. Take a deep breath, prepare yourselves, cough for a minute because everything smells like brimstone. It's terrible. Yep, no, that was a bad idea. Don't do that.
That's good audio, John.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thank
Bucky.
you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Everybody loves a mouth noise.
When you're all ready, your hearts are pounding, your adrenaline high, and you drive out to the starting point of the race. Outside Zariel's fortress. You hear the sounds of Hellfire engines revving as flames shoot out of long pipes. You see the trademark bikes belonging to the gangs you've come to know over time. The Burning Skulls riding bikes with an almost ethereal glow. The Cloak Hunters riding their smaller bikes, but recognized by their long black cloaks with the image of a smiling Oni who just told a bad joke. You all find your spot amongst the race as you hear the laughter and growling of your competitors all around you as they stare at you as if you're fresh meat at their disposal. The likeness of devils, golems, goblins, redcaps, madcaps, tieflings, humans, drow, genasi, anything you could possibly think of that could ride one of these bikes is staring at you and sneering. The eyes of hundreds on you like a cold grip around your throats. You sit on your bikes, rev the engines, and mentally prepare for the start of the race. In front of you, you see two metallic objects on either side of the pathway that seem to resonate the sound of someone speaking from another destination. You hear a voice chime through. I'm gonna take a shot of my DM honey because I sound like shit.
Also, really good audio.
Yeah.
Can I
All right.
change my bike to say it's covered in honey instead of tar?
Ew, ew.
Just bringing it in.
Sticky.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Sure.
Attract
Okay,
all those
cool.
infernal
Yeah, I'm
bees,
just gonna
though.
cross this
Yeah.
out. Honey
Infernal
spray.
bees are cool.
Keep the bees out of this game, please. Just no
More
bees.
They gotta mind their beeswax.
All right, let's see if I can actually do this voice. You hear a voice chime through. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be one hell of a race today. We've got all the local gangs here to make the race for the prize that Zariel has promised to uphold. The winning gang of this event can ask for anything, and our gracious ruler will provide it. Amongst our ranks today, we have Mickey's Marauders, whose bikes look like they are held on by the same threads that are held together by Mickey's arms to his body. We have the Burning Skulls chanting incantations towards their bikes. We will see if that's going to help them during this race. The Hellbirds are also here and seemingly placing their last-minute modifications to their bikes. Will their bikes rise to the occasion, or will they crash down to pieces? I don't know, folks, but either way, it's going to make for a hell of a show. I also see the Speed Devils are raring to go, known as the Cloak Hunters. I'm excited to see that their small bikes will weave through the competition, or if sheer size will overpower them. We also have Nightcaps among the ranks, and are they? Wait, yes, I can report, in fact, that several of the Redcaps are eating the competition as we speak. And finally, we have the Hecklers among the ranks as well, the newest addition to the Infernal Biker Gangs. Let's see if these underdogs can bring something to the competition more. Let's see if these underdogs can bring something to the competition more than corpses to be. All right, Devils and Hellspawn, wait a minute. What's this? Well, this is a surprise. Another racer has entered the competition. This is a surprise turn of events, ladies and gentlemen. I see them in the middle of the race, riding a large black war bike. Affixed to the front, I can see some type of skull. Yes, it looks like a dragon's skull.
Oh, no.
I can see them standing on top of their bike, wearing what looks like an all-black suit of metal armor, long leather gloves, and a helmet with horns, the likes of which I have never seen. They are looking over towards where Zariel is sitting high atop her fortress, and yes, they are in fact bowing in respect. Let me look at my notes here. Hold on 1 second. Wait, yes, I can see that. I can see this. There is a last-minute addition to this race. This racer has only entered under the name Racer Z. What a crazy turn of events, folks. What will this new racer bring to the competition?
0.
Hey.
Lynn does appreciate the fashion breakdown, though.
Not a problem.
I was like,
She's
are
like
you about to
putting stuff
race
on
her
her
X
Pinterest.
this? You did. I'm proud of you.
All right. So you watch as an incubus and a succubus fly out in front of the ranks with their flags, as if to signal the start of the race. The gang members on their weapons itching to pull the trigger and destroy as many of their competitors as possible to give themselves a better chance of victory. The roaring of hundreds of engines explodes in thunderous sound all around you, and the smell of smoke and burning oil fills the air. It's looking more and more like a lovely day for a race. The devils above you raise their flags and gain your attention. Sweat drips off of you like fountains. Your mission right now is to get out of this cluster of rival gangs before they come after you. The flag drops. The race has begun. Roll initiative.
Fountains of sweat is terrible, John.
hefty
Please
die that we
never
got.
use that as a descriptor.
Out of your system.
Oh no.
Oh shit.
Starting it strong today.
Yeah.
That's what I get for using new die.
Yeah, I used the hefty one too, and I was like, ugh, it's too much pressure.
All right, let's start with Lynn.
That's a hot 9.
9, nice. Drinks.
7.
7. All
We're
right,
doing so
looking
good.
good so far. Eclipse.
Y'all.
That's a 12, sir.
That's a 12. Okay,
Yes.
a little better, a
Double
little
digits at
better.
least.
Ham Ham.
19.
19.
Hey,
there
he's
we
the
go.
best one
And
too.
Percy.
Go.
Cool 7.
Yeah, there we go. All right, what is the dexterity of Percy and Drakes?
16.
16,
13.
13. Okay. So, let me just double check here. You can fill in this time while I get initiative.
All
going
I'm
really
thinking is
quickly.
now this is now this is podcasting.
This is what?
Oh, I was gonna say
no.
pod
Oh,
racing, but now
no.
this is podcasting. Hey,
Don't stop.
Get out. Get out.
You're fired.
welcome to our show.
Yeah.
No, I know. I mean, I listen, but it's different when it's.
When it's just
I
in
can't
your
reach out
face.
and grab it.
Yeah.
It's not just a text of like, no.
No.
Why?
So as there's that split second before the race is about to start and everybody's on the edge, Ham Ham's at the front line, as we all are, and I guess he's doing his last-minute things. His 2 companions come from below deck to man the harpoon and the boosters, and he's got 2 rock-based lobsters named Cattywampus and Junebug,
my God.
and he just growls under his voice in excitement, like, "Bring her on! Let's do this!" And he is just chomping at the bit to go.
Is Ham Ham jealous with the new figurehead that has increased and approached on the arena?
Oh,
The shark versus dragon head?
I think he got a little aroused,
Oh.
but
Goals. He's like,
he's focused. He's focused on the task at hand because that one wish, he wants it.
That's good.
to get a dragon. Is he going to bring the figurehead to life?
Well, he wasn't before.
So, as you guys see the flags drop and the race starts, you hear all the revving engines go off at once. Several of them not going off because they've already been eaten by other competitors. But you see explosions immediately, cannons going off, saws of huge nature cutting through them. And you guys are currently in the midst of it. Starting off with Ham Ham. What are you doing?
He just lets out a mighty yeah, and you see him reach back, grabs his cutlass named Cutmore, thrusts it into the sky. With his other hand, he grabs a soul coin and plunges it into his war machine at the get-go.
Yes.
He adds the boosters, and they jump off the line.
There you go. All right, you take out right in front of the competition. At currently where you're standing, there's only a couple other bikes where you are because you bursted straight out of everybody.
Yes.
Okay, next up we got.
Actually, was there anybody behind me when my hell thrusters went off?
There would be many bikes behind
Yep.
you.
So any creature behind them needs to make a DC 17 saving throw.
Yeah, 2 of them fail.
All right, can I have 2 D4s?
You certainly can. Well, you can have 1 D4.
Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. All right. And. Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
D8.
D8s, yeah, all
D8s.
right, there you
They
go.
take. Let's see. They're gonna. Oh, Jesus.
Okay, all
I'll
right,
get them out
well,
of my system.
that's better.
13. They're gonna take 13 points of fire damage. All of them, and they are all thrown back 10 feet into anyone behind them.
So as you take off and these health thrusters shoot backwards, right behind you is 2 goblins on bikes ready to go. They are now liquid as you just see them burn to
Yuck.
shreds behind you as you take off right in the middle of the
Dranks loves it,
racetrack.
but I feel a little bad for the goblins. Come on, that's easy prey. But Dranks loves it, to be clear.
Is there anything else that you'd like to do?
No, but the soul coin gives his war bike an extra 120 speed for this turn and the next turn.
All right, cool. Okay, next up is Eclipse. What are you doing?
So what Eclipse would like to do is look towards the Hellbirds because for some reason Eclipse doesn't like the Kenku.
Okay.
Can't imagine why.
Yep, nope, that's not a cat.
Racist.
It's
not kidding.
it's a species thing.
Let's not,
All right.
you know.
So he's gonna look over at them and go, over there, and they're gonna point over the thunder cannon, and I need each creature within 20 feet of the point of the Hellbirds. I'm probably just going to put it like right in the center of them.
Okay.
To make a DC 18 Dex save, please.
What was it? 16 you said?
DC 18.
18. Yeah, I all fail.
Good. They all take 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And an additional, D12. I don't play D12s very often. This is nice. Where even is it? There it is. The next
Someone doesn't play Barbarian.
I was just going to say, so clearly you play barbarians all the time.
Except, I just finished playing one. 4 thunder damage as well. And Eclipse is going to laugh to himself, and then go the full amount of speed that he possibly can.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Something fun might happen right now.
Oh, good. Is it fun good or fun bad?
It's fun for
I don't-
Bucky.
Right. Which can't possibly be good for us.
No, that's not
Okay,
good.
so as you shoot it off, you do hit 3 of the bikers that are over there.
Hey.
One of the bikes completely goes and explodes into pieces
Wow.
as it is very faultily made.
Good.
The other 2 are rattled and shaken. Is there anything else that you're doing?
I continue to laugh to myself as I continue forward with the heart in the background going.
Alrighty. Next up, we got. What did I even write here? Oh, okay. So, behind you, you see 2 of the Cloak Hunters' bikes take off behind your group with these spiked hubcaps at their side. And 2 of them are going to try and sideswipe 2 of you. So let's see who that's going to be. One of them is going to be Lynn.
Fuck
One is going to
you.
be Eclipse as it takes off and goes right past you. I need to make a attack roll against your bikes. So the first one is going to be a 20 to hit on Lynn.
Oh, no. Okay. I need 2
So that's a
pens.
hit. And that's
Thanks.
going to be 2d8.
Fuck that.
There's my other d8. So you're going to take 18 slashing damage as it carves towards your tires.
Buddy.
You're at 57.
And I need your bike to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, wait, you started at 95?
No, 75.
57. Okay.
Okay. Probably not.
Oh, no.
Probably not. Con plus 1, that's a 5.
So your bike completely stalls out as your tires
Oh,
are
no.
shredded.
Fuck.
This is
Lynn.
podcasting.
So as
Thank
they
you.
sideswipe you and they just rip your tires to shreds, and you are going to have to take some time to try and repair them in order to get your bike moving.
Okay.
And against Eclipse, that is going to be a 10 to hit.
That does not hit.
So as this second one tries to sideswipe you, you just kind of duck out of the way and weave and dodge, and they kind of like fall off kilter and correct themselves and keep driving past you. All right, next up, Lynn.
Okay, for the record, that's rude. For the record, I don't appreciate it. So I'm gonna take, I guess, however much time. Do I need to use a soul coin for that?
You can use a soul coin, or you can take an action to try and repair the bike, repair the tires. I will allow you to use a soul coin for that.
Shit. Okay. I'm actually, yeah, let's do that. Let's just get it out of the way.
Okay.
I'm going to use a soul coin.
All right, so that's your bonus action.
My bonus action.
Yes.
Great. Okay, so I use my bonus action, fix it.
You also get 20 hit points back, I believe, by using a soul coin.
Sweet.
Yes.
Boo, you got.
So you're back to
okay,
full?
Got
Sorry.
you.
Okay, 75 again. Okay, so I'm going to use my action just to hit the gas and see if I can get moving.
Okay. Yep. As soon as you pop the soul coin in, it's like your tires almost revert in time, and they just go right back to where they were, and you start taking off down the track, and you're good to go.
Awesome.
Is there anything else that you'd like to do?
That was an action and a bonus action, yeah?
That was a bonus action, and then your movement is your movement.
Okay, then I'm just gonna go.
Okay.
However far my movement takes me.
Cool. So if you're taking your time to dash, you actually catch up to where Eclipse is right now as he took off, and you're actually kind of close to where Ham Ham is as he boosted out down the competition.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay. Next up, we have these guys. So you watch as two larger bikes that look like they are haphazardly made, kind of like Dranx's bike, but a little bit more
Right.
grotesque. As they
thank you.
launch out two grappling hooks. One is going to head towards Ham Ham.
Damn it.
And
Damn
the
it.
other is going to... Actually, that one can't go towards Ham Ham because you're way off in the distance. One goes off towards Eclipse, and the other goes off towards Percy. So that's going to be 2 attack rolls.
Can you stop throwing shit at me? Just knock it off.
Hey, I'm rolling ones. The first
Good.
one's going to be a 9 to hit on Eclipse.
Nope.
So as this grappling hook tries to latch out towards you, it goes poof and hits the ground and gets pulled back in. And against Percy, that's a 12.
Nope.
So again, this one also tries to reach out to you before you're even able to get out of the gate, and it just completely misses by. You actually grab it and throw it back to them so it doesn't
Jedi
even hook onto
stare.
your bike. You know, just eyeing them down with the intensity of
Nice
hell in your
try.
eyes. And that's their turn, and they're both taken down the track. And next up, we got Dranks.
All right. So seeing several bikes already being destroyed, Varn, who sort of is the one who really put everything together, is now very nervous. So he's sort of scrambling all over the bike, trying to, secure things down together.
Just
Hawks-
rope somewhere.
Hawks is just watching, just amazed and so excited, and sees a new thing and starts to try and figure out how he could maybe build one of those, particularly from the what are they called? The burning skulls? They're the casters, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fascinated by magic. Dranks is driving and is laser focused. Can he get to how far ahead? Like, can he get to one of the cloak hunters without
Yeah.
using his action? Great.
Yep,
All right.
yep.
So Dranks is going straight for the cloak hunters because
Okay.
he knows that they're known for their speed, and he is going to try to ram up next to them and use his spiked hubcaps.
All right, yeah.
To
You
hamstring
actually
them.
see the damage that was done to Lynn as the one drove past, and you're targeting that one going right after it.
Yes,
trying to give
exactly.
it the same.
Thanks,
Trying to
Bill.
give it its just desserts.
You're welcome. All right, so let's see if Dranks can. It's a 14 to hit.
That's a 14 to hit. Unfortunately, it kind of ducks and weaves out of the way as it's a really, really quick guy, and it just kind of.
That is all. Drank sort of looks down towards Hawks, who is still not paying any attention and was the one who was supposed to start up the blades on the hubcaps, and he just forgot.
Right.
And Drank looks at Hawks, focus. I know it's fascinating, but focus.
All right, Percy, what are you doing?
All right, how many people are behind me?
There's a bunch of people
Most of
behind
them?
you. A lot of people are just trying to take off the track.
All right, so all Percy wants to do is throw the bike into gear,
Okay.
and as she peels out from the starting line, she wants to drop some grease spray down.
All right.
Yeah, in a 30-foot cube, they have to make a dex save,
All right, let's see how many
14
we
or
can get in
higher.
here. Success. That's a failure. And that's a failure. So we got 2 fails and 2 successes. Okay, so they get thrown off kilter, I believe. That's what they do,
Yeah,
right?
and then I think it's difficult terrain.
Okay.
They fall prone, the vehicle fails, driver loses control and begins drifting left or right.
All right. So you watch as the 2 larger bikes that have a bunch of red caps on the top of them, they just go straight through it, no issues. But right behind them, there's a couple burning skull bikes that shoot through them, and they both go and just go off in different
Nice.
directions. And they're trying to like man the wheel, get back right on course, and they're struggling for a while.
Would you
trying to
call
get
it
themselves-
comical?
It's pretty comical.
Percy
Kinda just
laughs.
I have a quick.
If you could see a worried face on a devil, that's what it would look like. It'd be very, very strange to look at, actually. But it's actually kind of nice to see it. Yes.
I have a question.
You do.
Can I use Uncanny Dodge for my bike?
What?
Whole bike.
We'll get back to that. AKA, let me stall for a minute.
Drink your water, take a shot of honey.
We'll see if it allows. We'll see if we can make that happen.
Okay, just a question.
Okay, so we're back at the top with Ham Ham. What are you
All right,
doing?
so another question. Is he at the front of the pack, or is anyone in
You're
front of him?
Close to the front of the pack. There's a couple in front of you.
Okay.
And way out in the distance, somehow making it past everybody is Racer Z. They're
Okay.
just gone.
All right. So, yeah, Ham Ham's definitely looking forward out at Racer Z, but he sees these couple bikes in front of him, and so he yells up behind him, "Aye, Cattywampus, show him how we do it at Citadel Longshore." And you see Cattywampus, "Aye, sir," and he just, like, with his rock claw, just salutes, mans the lightning harpoons, and letter rips straight at the first vehicle right in front of Hades' ladies.
All right, so we'll say that's one of the Cloak Hunters bikes that kind of shot through.
All right.
All right.
Let's see. And then I guess I roll a ranged attack.
Yep, go for it.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Let's do it.
Roll better than me, yes.
All right. Yes. What's the 21?
That'll hit.
Nice. Okay. So let's see, 1d8 piercing. Jesus, they're gone. Okay. 1 piercing, and
Okay.
let's see, 1d6 lightning, 6 lightning, and
Really bouncing on the
reduces.
extremes here.
Woo, this is a roller coaster ride. Jesus Christ. And then their speed is reduced by 5 feet until the damage is repaired.
Okay.
With his free action, he's going to piss in the wind and yell out, "Taste me, salty brine!"
no. So everybody
We've
behind
learned
you
what-
is just getting a mouthful of salt.
Welcome to hell.
We've learned why he doesn't wear clothes.
Oh, no.
I need honey now because
I-
that's put a really bad taste in
Can
it.
you
Babe,
pass that around?
we need more than honey.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Jesus.
Jeez
Oh.
Louise.
Good God.
I'm sadly proud.
No. You actually did manage to hit that bike, and as you do, its speed's reduced, so it's slowing down, and it's actually getting close to the front of your bike as you're like
Perfect.
right in front
Yeah.
of it.
Perfect.
Okay, next up we got Eclipse.
So I'm going to keep on going. Is there a certain vehicle that looks like, if I look around, that is particularly like that one would be problematic, like sincerely problematic?
Probably one of the ones that launched the grappling hooks at you. They're trying to like barrel down on you and pull you back to get you from going forward.
Does it look like there's just one driver on it?
There's 2 bikes, and each of them has a driver at the top, and there's several other like entities inside that you can see manning things.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is is one of them within 30 feet of me?
Yes, we'll say yes.
Cool. So Eclipse is going to turn around and look at one of the grapplers on one of the bikes and cast suggestion.
Okay.
It's going to go, turn around and get your friend.
Oh my god, yes!
Turn around.
No.
Okay. Okay, so that's going to be what, a DC
That
wisdom?
will be, that's what I was pulling up here.
Yep, wisdom saving throw, I believe that is.
I believe so. It's going to be a wisdom DC 14.
That's a natural 1.
Ooh.
Yes. Every
So
now
as
and
these
then it'll
ones-
fall apart.
And as this one's kind of turning, and they're driving towards each other, you say turn around, and instinctually the one on the right barrels into the one on the left.
fly.
Oh,
They
yeah.
just collide into one, and hold on 1 second.
I was hoping maybe they'll grapple each
Okay.
other and
So
dance.
that one completely turns around and starts going the opposite direction. It's not a problem anymore.
Wonderful.
But the other one that got collided into manages to catch itself. It takes a little bit of damage, but it catches itself and gets it right back, and it's looking you down and eyeing you, and it is pissed. Okay.
And then I'm going to use the rest of my movement to just keep on trucking.
All right. Okay. Wait, that's not the right one. Okay. Sounds good. Next up is the Cloak Hunters. So there's one currently in front of you, and the other one that sideswiped you also takes off. So one of them is going to try and get next to Ham Ham and try and sideswipe you.
Yeek.
Look
Does it
out,
go past
Am.
me? Can I get an
Oh, your name's
opportunity
funny in this
attack?
accent.
Well, that's the one that was in front of him that he shot.
Okay.
The other one doesn't.
Okay.
The other one's taking off, but I will allow you to have an opportunity attack.
Cool.
against it.
Thanks.
So that's going to be a 20 to hit.
Yeah, uh-huh.
All right. So that is 11 plus 5, 16 piercing damage as your tires, as he's going right for the tires, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for your bike.
Okay. Do we have a con?
Guys, Dranks just discovered that he and Am are really good friends because he likes saying Am.
9.
Ooh, unfortunately, that just fails.
why do we-
But you don't
Also,
go
we're
down to
friends 'cause we
0,
roll
but
like
your
shit.
speed is reduced in half until you can fix the damage.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
Are the side swipes? Is that like it's slashing, right?
Yes, it's like there's spikes on the side of their bike that are slashing into your tires.
Is it like?
it's all right.
Is it like?
I got you.
It's a non-magical attack that
Yes,
aren't
it's a non-magical
silvered.
attack. It's
Are they
not
silvered? We
The
have
bikes all have like this. They're not silvered, so yes, he does have resistance. To
You
it,
have
I would assume.
resistance to it.
Also
I read the paper.
So I was gonna
Morgan doing everyone's
Playing
homework for
D&D
them.
correctly.
The other one does take off past Lynn, and I will give you a chance to get an opportunity attack on that one.
Awesome. Okay. So just as an opportunity attack, I'm going to pull out my gun and I'm going to try and shoot the driver.
Alrighty.
Is it within 60 feet?
Sure.
Cool.
Well, I mean, it's driving past you, so now
okay,
it definitely
cool,
is.
cool. Okay. Fuck. Probably. What the fuck? I've been like rolling all 5s and 4s. Okay, that is to hit. I don't know what I'm doing.
Since this is the dice that I bought you, I'm feeling bad watching this happen.
Yeah, it's all your fault,
Well,
Josh.
it's +7 to hit.
A 12.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that bullet just ricochets off the front of it
shit.
because
Okay.
they do have a little bit of cover while they're in the bikes, so it
Okay.
just kind of shoots off the side.
Okie dokie.
So it's going to continue to driving, and it's actually going to go after Dranks. It's going to try and sideswipe you
No.
with a 26 to
Yes,
hit.
that hits.
Huh,
This is
shocking.
payback for when
Wow.
I do this to my players, isn't it? Does a 26 hit you?
Let's
No.
invite some guests. Let's roll some 20+ rolls on all my attack rolls. That's
That's
gonna be
gonna be
great.
Fuck them up. It's fine.
13 slashing damage,
Yeah, all
and make a
right.
Constitution saving throw.
But you got
Fine, hold on.
resistance.
Resistance.
How 13 is 6. All right, what am I doing? Con save?
Con save.
Listen, B. Ooh, all right.
Hey.
That's a 17.
Your tires, however, are beautifully made and do
That's
not
right.
get shredded to pieces.
Thanks, Vaughn.
I need more spikes.
Gotcha.
So that's the two of them. Next up, we got Lynn.
Okay, so I'm like pissed off at this person who keeps like thwarting me. So I'm gonna try and get up close to his Jimmy Jams. And then I'm
Pajamas?
gonna. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna use the pacify and I'm gonna try and fucking blow a hole in his.
All right, do it.
Okay, so let me look at the thing. Didn't read that part. Okay, so it's a melee weapon attack. That's a little better. That's a 17.
17, unfortunately, just
Are you
misses as it
Yikes.
slams into the ground next to it and it weaves right out of the way. These guys are small and fast.
Okay, cool.
So am I. Sort of.
Let's see. I don't know what I want to do as a bonus action.
You can do it, Lynn.
I can use. Yeah, can I use my health thrusters? Is that a bonus action or just an action?
That's an action.
That's
It's an action, yeah.
Okay, but I can dash. No,
Nope.
That's a bonus.
as an action as well. Okay, then
Are you back up to your full health?
I am back up to
Yeah.
my full health.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna try and go.
All right. Behind you guys, the one bike that's left is that was eyeing down Eclipse is going to try and grappling hook you.
But I don't wanna.
That's an 11 to hit, and unfortunately, it's going
Nope.
to dig right into the sand and pull right back as it doesn't make any purchase at all. Next up, we have Dranks.
Buy you a drink.
So you have you two. It's basically
pissed.
Dranks on one side, Lynn on the other side, and this biker right in between the two of you.
Oh, the
Pen kick
temptation is so
it.
strong.
Give him a hug.
What gang is he from?
He's from the Cloak Hunters.
Oh, yeah. We're
Yeah,
gonna get
we
it.
hate
fuck
them.
those
Yeah, we
guys.
do. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. All right. Varn is going to say, I got this. He's going to run over to his grappling hook. And who's on the other side of the Cloak Hunters?
Lynn.
Lynn? Okay. Wait, Lynn.
Hi.
Yeah, okay. Varn's going to call over, sorry, Lynn, it's worth it, I promise. And he's going to take the grappling hook and fire it at Lynn's bike so that
Okay.
there's a rope going between the two of us
Okay.
in front of the Cloak Hunter's bike.
Ooh.
Listen, I'm from a guild. We all know about a clothesline.
That's right. It doesn't do damage if I manage to hit you, so. Oh, yeah, it's a 24. Oh, wait, this is not this. Okay. I was trying to be
Don't get
sassy
so
to Bucky. I know it's not you. I'm sorry.
So-
I felt it pass along the table.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So yes, you do hook it, and with the actual aiming that you do have, Lynn, you're actually able to grab the grappling hook and go, "Don't
Yes.
scratch my paint," and you put it in a place
That's
where it's nice and
Yeah.
perfect and it can pull on perfectly. And I'm assuming since the two of you are doing this willingly, you do not make a contested strength check, and you
No,
just
we're
pull
working
yourselves in
together.
closer. As I'm going to have this guy make all the disadvantage rolls right now.
Love it.
Love that. He's going to roll 2 20s.
Yeah.
No.
He gets smushed
Oh,
in between the two. No.
No,
Get completely smushed. As he tries to go faster, he probably would have been better off braking and just completely going
Yep.
backwards. But he's Speed Demon, tries to go faster and break you guys out. Nope, you don't let him go. As you
Yes.
push him in between the two of you, you unhook the grappling hook, and you guys are fine. And you guys kind of space out again as you just see as this bike travels
Amazing.
off into the sand, and there is
Incredibly
a
satisfying.
smushed humanoid
Thank
that is
you.
now buried in the dirt.
Absolutely. Once that's done, Dranks is going to congratulate Varn and then say, keep an eye on the rest of them, Lynn. I'm going to go try and help Am.
Sounds good.
All right, and Percy.
All right. So Racer Z's in the lead now, yeah?
Racer Z is gone.
Gone. How far?
Like way far, hundreds and hundreds of feet.
No.
Like hundreds and
hundreds.
hundreds of feet.
Oh, well, that's not what I wanted to do. All right. Who's around her?
Around Racer Z?
No, around
Percy? You would probably have the one with the grappling hook that's been trying to hit Eclipse, and then the other Cloak Hunter bike that was going after. Oh no, that's by Ham Ham. So yeah, it's
So-
just that one bike.
How many are left? We got Racer Z.
The ones that are like eyeing you down, there's
Uh-huh.
just the two.
Okay. All right. So Percy's gonna turn around in her driver's seat
Okay.
and look at one. She doesn't have to say anything. That's not what she's about. She's just pure torment. And she's gonna cast Mind Spike on the
Ooh.
driver of one.
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
what do I
let's
gotta do for
say
that?
it's on 3rd level.
okay.
So they have to make a Wisdom saving throw.
What's the DC?
16.
Yeah, they got like no wisdom. Yeah, no, that is.
All right. Find my D8s. Do I add anything? I do. So what's this?
14.
14. Thanks, team. Good math. 16.
16.
Yep.
Okay. So you see as the Eclipse, you see as the one with the grappling hook that was trying to get you is been going after you, just kind of starts slowing down. As you see out of the top of it, there is someone who was in the driver's seat that's just now
Clutches
like,
its brain.
comatose and just like hanging off the end of their bike, and they right into the sand.
Nice.
Solid.
Okay. Now we are back at the top. Ham Ham. There's that one bike right next to you.
I
What
was
do
gonna
you
say,
want
how
to do?
close next to me?
Like right next to you.
Okay. That's really tempting.
Do it. No,
he,
steal it.
He just jumps over the prow
Yeah.
of the helm,
Yeah.
rides the buxom hammerhead shark,
Okay.
grabs his Cutlass Cutmore, and swings an attack down to cut the head off of the guy next to him who
All right,
slowed
make an
him
attack.
down.
Would you say he's ghost riding his war machine?
No. Thank you. No.
Five.
5?
Jesus, yes.
Do you have anything to add?
That is
That
with
is with
it
add.
You know what? You know what I'll
Shit.
say? You know what I'll say? Because this is the coolest thing I've ever fucking heard. I'll give you inspiration. You can roll that again.
Yes.
Do it again.
Don't be a 5.
Don't
I'm
roll
gonna
that one.
Roll that one.
All right.
21.
That'll
You were
definitely
done.
hit.
Yes,
So
right,
roll
you're
some
there.
damage for that.
That that's a great question because I'll just respect him. Jesus. You that no, this one, that one, and 7.
7. All right. So I'm gonna say, as you see him try to take off, because the Cloak Hunter's bikes are a lot faster than yours.
Right.
He tries to take off to get past you, and you're like, nope, you're not letting him get away. You climb out of the bike, get onto the front, and you almost like kind of clothesline him with your sword.
Yes.
And he just kind of, with the added momentum of him going straight forward, just lops his head straight off, and he just crashes into the ground.
He's just laughing maniacally. He is just it's just like an insane just like laughter. Quick question for you.
Yes.
The soul coin that heals your bike, would
Yes.
that heal the tires?
Yes, I will allow that.
He yells back to Junebug, "Use a goddamn another soul!" And he feeds in another coin, and he regains the health on the bike,
Cool.
fixing the tires.
So I'm actually going to say each of you, because who actually killed something in this match?
Nope.
You just killed a guy.
I killed a guy.
Whoever killed a bike, you get another soul coin back.
Oh,
as
hell
another one just
yeah.
appears.
Nice.
Oh, but we
Nice.
shared one.
I was gonna say,
Do we get half?
you take it, Lynn. It's all right. You take it.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Look, Am did a clothesline too. Maybe we should change our group name. I don't understand the hecklers.
I feel like we can talk about it later.
All right. I
It's
mean,
not the time.
So you
real
guys
close by
continue
now.
on.
Seemed like an easy. It's all right. Go
So
on.
you guys continue on the race. You're out of the chaos and carnage of the beginning, and you guys keep going down, and you kind of find yourselves with a little bit of a lull. You're just racing down. It's a little clear right now. There's bikes around you, but they're kind of far and scattered. So you can find some time to like kind of group and come up with what you guys want to do. You can communicate. I'm going to say there's actually, because you guys are revving and there's loud engines around you, there's communicators in each of your bikes, so you can
Great.
talk to each other
Great.
and communicate that way. So as you guys are riding down the pack, you're riding just through the dunes of Avernus right now. There's nothing, it's just sand, and occasionally you see like a large corpse of some creature in the distance. And what do you guys do at this moment?
Oh, it's like home.
It's kind
Remind
of
me
like a
never to
nice
come over and
ride at this
visit.
moment.
We need to worry about Racer Z. How are we going to take care? Does anyone have an ability to teleport further or get further? You are very fast. So,
What about a shortcut?
Oh, that's good.
It's hell.
That's
We can
good.
cheat. No
Yeah.
one cares.
Yeah.
that's
I feel
that's
like
true.
we get extra points if we cheat, eh?
Right.
Yeah.
You get a quick high five at the end. It's like, good job.
Would we know of any kind of shortcut?
Everybody make a perception check.
All right.
Oh, I get so good things on those. Okay, sorry, I'm very excited. Okay,
All right, that's
okay.
not
Oh,
terrible.
nice.
It's an 18 from Dranks.
Okay.
As a 14 from Eclipse.
10.
Hold on, because I've got like stuff.
Modified
what does that
20
mean?
for Percy.
No.
Hold on.
Oh, you're right.
I
Yes.
forgot.
I have advantage on perception check.
Oh,
Nice,
fancy.
That
That's a
was
lot better.
Lovely. Okay. And okay. Perception is +8, so that's 16 + 8.
Yeah,
24.
anybody who got above a 15,
Hey.
as you guys are riding and you're kind of barreling through, you notice off in the distance, there is a tunnel that looks like it goes under the racetrack and could potentially get you further through to the other side. But you don't know what's inside the tunnel.
So we want to split up.
I mean, we're not going to win. Look how far ahead he is.
I do
Playing
have a
fair.
magical item that
What is
can
it?
haste someone.
Oh. That seems useful. But we have to be smart about it.
Yes. Since you're very fast, we can do that.
Yeah, but one of us just has to finish.
Right.
So maybe like Irish there for a second. Okay, anyway, so like maybe like one of the like super fast people go under the tunnel and then one of the other super fast people go over top and then we
Aye.
kind of divide and conquer that way.
And I think whoever goes over top needs to get aced because he's so far ahead that
Judging
even
from
being
what you
speedy.
can think, if only one of you goes through the shortcut, you are going to be far ahead of everybody else from the race.
Drex, you want to cover my back?
At
and
least
the other
rest
two
of your
cover
group. It'll take you guys a lot of time to catch up.
Lynn?
Okay,
Yeah.
who's going in the tunnel? You two?
That's two of us.
I'm having
Five.
Dranks.
Sounds good. Okay.
We'll go down, you go top.
I don't know why he's talking in a third person. Anyway.
Okay.
Drinks is doing it again.
Something
He's doing
about
it
drinks.
again.
Drinks, ham. Sounds like a night out. Tunnel.
Drinks and
What
ham
kind of
right
night
again.
Out is it doesn't matter. It's all right.
I don't know. You could do a canapé.
Some brioche.
Yeah.
So, is there anyone particular who wants to be hasted?
I'm fast when I'm not getting fucking attacked from all sides. Just came out to have a good time. I'm unhappy about it. So I could probably go for it.
Yeah, sure.
Go
So,
for a haste.
Eclipse is going to
little
point his
cocaine.
ring over, and there's going to be a slight glimmer over the ring as a
probably
glimmer
not
goes
what's
over Lynn as well, and you are all of a sudden hasted.
Cool.
Huzzah.
So before they go into the tunnel,
Yes.
what's the deal with the recharging?
What do you mean recharging?
Recharge 6.
So every turn, when you have an ability that recharges, you roll a d6, and if you happen to get a 6, that ability recharges.
Oh, cool.
Didn't do that last time. I'm gonna
That's
do that
okay.
now.
Go for it.
Okay, cool.
I mean, we're out of combat now, so within that time, you could have
All right.
recharged it. It's
Okay,
fine.
cool.
Yeah.
In that case, after they all go in the tunnel, she's gonna throw down another grease spray in front of the tunnel.
Okay, cool. You do that, and as you do, you go straight through, and you do notice that there were going to be 2 cloak hunters that were following them that go in right through. So you disappear into the ground, and both of them are now going to make some dexterity checks.
What? Miss it. Thanks.
One fails and one succeeds.
All right, all right,
One
all
of
right.
them actually crashes into the sand and is completely embedded into the sand, like
Hey-o.
vanishes. The other one manages to slip right through and is following the 2.
You're welcome.
So as you guys go into the tunnel, you guys are along the top, and as you do, you notice that there is a pathway that you're following along with everybody else, and you notice that the pathway goes further, and you're almost in a tunnel of your own. And you look around and realize, wait a minute, this isn't a tunnel. It's a huge fucking corpse. There is a giant corpse of some snake-like being, and you're driving through its ribs.
I have some regrets about where we decided to go.
You
Is
mean
it-
hell?
Yeah,
Is it
big
like
That first, but then I've got some footnotes.
So you guys are driving through this giant thing, and it's kind of a winding. That you're going through the corpse of this being.
I have a
and
really
it's just
important
winding
question.
forever.
Is it like wet?
No, it's long dead, like decayed.
Okay.
It's just bones.
Okay.
Okay,
It's just
okay,
bones.
okay.
That makes it a little better.
No, it's just bones. And behind you guys, you see that there are a couple bikes following you. There are a couple of the Burning Skulls bikes with their magical incantations that are following you from behind. And there's one cloak hunter following behind you. As you guys are going through, I'd like you two to make a perception check in the tunnel.
7.
Do you want to borrow some dice?
14.
14? Yeah. So you notice this. You don't actually see this, but you do. As you're driving through, you start to see like glimmers of what looks like this red, like netting that's very strange looking, and it's glowing. And as it gets deeper and deeper, you start to notice that these look more and more like nests. Like large nests. And as you go down, you start to see and hear buzzing as these large...
Infernal bees.
Bees.
You called it. You totally called it.
I don't care
Also,
what it was meant to
I
be.
retract my regret.
So for the sake of this game, we will call them hell bees, but they're hell
Yes!
hornets. You see these giant hell bees that are floating.
I'm so sorry.
They're also bumblebees, so they got
so
big
sorry.
old butts, and they're kind of floating through the air.
Like
And they're kind
pollinating
of
those
glowing
tunnels.
this like menacing-looking red. And you guys are going to potentially be driving straight through the nest.
Oh.
Jesus.
I would like each of you, you three, you two, and I'm going to have to make the cloak hunter do it too.
Okay.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
You first.
He actually
Thanks.
fails.
Ooh, that'll do. That's
All
a
right, let's-
23.
Okay.
Let's hope I get some of that. All right, 18.
All right, so you two
Wait.
actually managed to duck and weave.
Oh, no, not 18.
No,
24.
I was like, that's
Oh,
not
okay.
right.
Well, okay, that means you fail.
math.
That means you fail now.
What?
It's weird how that works, but that means you fail. No, I'm just kidding. So you guys
Math
duck
is
and
weird
weave
as hell.
straight
We
through.
don't.
Just to close this like little roller coaster of like,
I felt
you
so many
guys-
things in 13
Duck
seconds.
and weave, and you actually manage to like weave your way away from one of them, and the cloak hunter behind you doesn't see it.
Yeah.
And barrels straight into it
Nice.
as the stinger goes directly through his chest.
Oh.
And just as he bursts into flames, and you see this bee just explode, and there's just flames and death, and he's gone.
Obviously,
no
it was
longer
super
know what's
cool,
a
but
bee and
so
what's
was
a
that.
person.
You guys
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
duck
yeah.
and weave and make
you
your way
would
through
not
the tunnel.
believe the damage he took.
It was a lot. It was a lot of damage.
All right.
I know.
All
So,
right.
back on the top, what do you three? There are the two bikes behind you. I'm gonna need you three to actually to roll some new initiatives.
Yay!
Oh.
Wow. You're rolling 10 a lot on that.
Well, you know what? It's better than the fives. I'll take the tens.
Yes, mine sucked. 4.
That's a 14.
14.
Hey,
So
my check worked. Definitely
You both got
better.
14?
Yeah.
Okay. So which one of you has a higher dexterity?
Probably me. I've got a 19.
Let's
Lynn,
see.
Percy.
13.
Okay. And would you get a 4?
4.
Nice. Okay, cool. And we have Eclipse. So Lynn, you're at the top as these two Burning Skulls bikes are behind you, and they're gaining traction on you. What did
Okay.
you like to do?
Cool. So first, what does hasted mean?
Hasted means your speed is double and you gain an extra action.
Awesome. Okay. So first, I'd like to throw in the health thrusters.
Okay.
I want to get some speed.
Okay.
So that means, let me look. I use the dash action as a bonus action. Any creature behind the thrusters must make a DC 17 dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Are they behind me enough?
I'd say they're behind you.
Cool. Okie dokie.
So their bikes are immune to the fire, but the people inside the bikes are not immune to fire. So
Awesome.
one of them does fail.
Okay, so I do 4d8. So that's 9.
16 total.
Six.
Sorry, 17 total.
17 total.
Okay, yeah, you do see that the inside of one of them is burning. He's not completely taken out, but there is an anger in this person's eyes. They're eyeing you down now, and they are very upset.
Yeah, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, with the health thrusters, I'm gonna go. So I've got my dash action, and then I'm going to. I've got another action, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna use the Inferno Screamer
Okay.
on the
Yeah.
other one.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds amazing.
Just imagine any Long Island Christmas. Okay, so like one of the other guys that didn't take the damage, he needs to make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That's a fail.
Awesome. Okay, D10. Your mother's gonna kill me. Where did my D?
Behind the scenes thing, my mom's name is Lynn. This is named
Yeah,
after my mom.
I named her after his mother. She's from Long Island. Okay, that is 8 plus 4, so 12
Okay.
points of damage. And wait, it says 11, 2d10 thunder damage plus 6. Wait, hold on. It takes 11 thunder damage plus 6 thunder
17.
damage? So 17.
Okay.
So, okay. Yeah, whatever that is.
Okay.
It's cool.
Hold on 1 second. And yeah, as that goes off, he loses control of the bike and just smashes directly into one of the ribs of the thing and just.
Okay,
completely
so
explodes.
the only person behind me is the one that's on flambe,
Yes.
correct? Okay. And then I'm just going to use whatever I have left to just go. So I
Okay.
double the movement.
Yep.
Yeah, plus whatever the health thrusters do for me as well.
Okay.
The dash, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Percy, what are you doing?
All right, who else is behind us?
There's one Burning Skull's bike behind
that
you.
dude's basically gone.
He's on fire. Like the car
Yeah.
is fine, but the driver's on fire.
Okay. All right. So first things first. As a bonus action, she's going to throw a soul coin in.
Okay.
And then the next time a weapon on the war bike deals damage, it deals an additional 10 force damage.
Okay.
So behind Percy, her friend Maximum Cragbrew, who is more hair than dwarf,
Okay.
swings this buzzsaw launcher around.
Sweet.
And tries to take out that on fire driver and its bike.
Okay.
All right, so what am I doing here? 18.
That'll hit.
Yeah. All right. 2d8. 10, so 20 total.
20 total. Wow. That one also loses control as it completely swerves off towards the side, and the buzzsaw actually goes right into where the driver was, and just and crashes into the side. Okay. Clips, you don't have to do anything because you are you got no enemies on you.
It's just a nice
going.
stroll
So you
through
two-
hell for
So
Bonnie.
tunnel boys,
Yes.
you guys make it through the other end of the tunnel.
We make our own gang. We call it the Tunnel Boys with Am and Dranks.
Aye.
All right.
So you guys make it through the other
No.
side, and as you do, you kind of like ramp up the end and land right on the racetrack, and right next to you, riding down the finish line,
Shit.
down the river Styx,
Ah,
back
shit.
towards Zariel Fortress, is
Oh,
Racer
no.
Z.
Get him. Kill him.
As you see
Blow
Racer
him up.
Z's, hold on, what do I have? 1 second.
What we gotta do? I don't
You see
know.
them launch a thunder cannon as one of the vehicles gets smashed into the side and actually goes into the river.
Oh.
As it just completely gets pulled up into the torrent of the river Styx and goes off to wherever it's now going. What would you guys like to do?
How far ahead is he?
You are probably about 30 feet behind Racer Z.
Vete.
Ham Ham yells down to Junebug. Says, "Throw it up!" And you see Junebug, "Aye, aye, sir!" And he grabs an amulet that he was holding. Ham Ham stands on the helm and catches it. And he holds it high. And it casts Tidal Wave. But the Tidal Wave comes from the river Styx and comes out forward 30 feet at
Oh, shit.
Z.
Okay. What do I have to roll
Excellent.
here?
So many problems with this if it works.
So
That's how we do
he
it.
gets a dex save.
Okay.
okay.
That's going to fail, but they are going to use a legendary
That
resistance
feels like
No.
a good plan.
to get rid of that and
That's
succeed.
fair. That's fair.
Okay. All right. Well, okay, but I'm still good with that. And it is a one more. All right. So he takes 9 points damage.
Okay,
He doesn't
okay.
fall prone in the river, which sucks. But he is now washed over by any of the bodies and detritus and bits and bobs in the river Styx all on top of him.
It's just a very
Now he's
confused crab.
he's got legendary resistance, so I feel like I know the answer. But he just got doused in the river Styx. Does he remember what he's doing anymore?
We'll find out.
Okay, great.
Dranks, is there anything that you're going to do?
Yeah,
This
well,
is
I
technically a
suppose so.
surprise round before you guys because they didn't
Sure,
expect
sure,
you to
sure.
pop in.
He's still too far ahead for me to get next to him.
You're 30 feet away, so you could potentially speed up and get next to them.
Oh, okay. I don't want to use the soul coin though.
If
Dranks
there's
is a
any
good
time
boy.
to
It's not
use it.
Skyrim. You don't have to fill your bags.
Is a
You
good
can-
boy though. He doesn't want to use a soul.
You
So
don't
he's-
know who they were.
I-
It's
Yeah, maybe they
fine.
were like
Look.
murderers. and-
Look, Vaughn and Ox are all about it, but no, he feels bad.
And like
all
Vine
right.
Max, just
do it. Yeah, just take over.
Me.
Perfect.
We're taking control of the helm.
So he's no, it's fine. He's going to. Can he get within 20 feet? Yeah. So
Yep,
he's
yep.
going to use the grappling hook on Rider Z. Then.
Nice.
Okay.
Come on, Vaughn. The last one was a great shot. Do it again. Don't
do it,
fuck
do
it
it, do
up.
it.
All right, it's not terrible. That's a. Oh, it's not great either. It's a 16 to it.
16 unfortunately doesn't.
Damn it.
As you
Dranks,
guys
what
are
the? I
riding
mean,
here-
Bart, I am Dranks. I'm doing the third person thing again.
Damn it, Drinks.
Damn it, Dranks. Shit. Why did I have 3 different characters, all of which have personalities of their own?
Being in
Choices
hell
were
is
made.
really weighing down on Trinks' mind.
He
Things
was-
are like,
Just once, he lives on a little island. Demons don't come up. There's just this damn tiefling. He
Trinks
just
and
wants
his
to go
Mai Tais.
home. It just
So-
wants to go home.
Between the three of you now, it's just you two and Racer Z.
Shit.
I would like, because we are now nearing the ending stretch, please roll one last initiative. To see who goes first here.
I'm so stressed out.
Right. What's my modifier?
All right.
Nat 20.
All right.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
I
okay.
get at least one tonight.
Yep.
I mean, wasted on initiative, but whatever.
Hey, at this point, initiative is the thing.
Yup.
14 for drinks.
14. So Ham,
He's
you
going to
get the
end this
go-ahead.
race how he started.
Okay.
No.
Another coin.
Naked?
Last coin, naked, pissing in the wind. and
I
the
swear
hell
upon all
boosters.
things, Am,
All
if you
right.
piss on me.
Love your drinks. And the hell boosters fire as he's running over the sticks and everything forward. 120 feet faster on top of his speed.
Okay. Yeah, you shoot straight past Racer Z as they completely didn't know you were there and caught off guard, and they just are now trying to catch up to you and barrel through you.
He's laughing maniacally, just going, "The Dune abides."
Anything else you're gonna do?
Unified!
All right, Drinks. What are you gonna do?
Well, yes. Oh, God. All right. Well, so we moved up. He's gonna try that damn. You know what he's gonna do? Yeah, he's gonna do that. All right. So he's gonna ride up and just try to. Oh, there's a thing I can do where he can try and side swipe.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's a terrible idea.
go for it.
We're
Nah,
in
he's
hell
gonna try and
on
use his spiked up
bikes.
caps again. Yeah, he's gonna use his spiked
Do
up
it.
caps again.
Terrible ideas
All
are
right, here we
good.
go. Yeah, right. That's it. That's a 23.
That'll hit.
There
All
you
right.
go.
He needs to make a Constitution saving throw while I do some damage to his bike. Oh my God! I'm throwing dice all over the place.
Hey.
That was a pretty good roll, though.
Thanks. That wasn't bad. All right, that's 7 plus 5 is 12. Nope, that's 11 plus 5, which is 16 piercing damage. How is this con save?
What's the DC?
Shitty, it's 10.
They fail.
Shut up! By how much?
Not by enough.
Aw.
All right, well, then his speed's halved until he repairs
You
it.
sideswipe them as they're looking straight off towards Ham. Don't see you on the side. You shred the tires as they do,
Yes.
and they're trying to do anything that they can to try and stop Ham from winning because Ham is right at the finish line.
Hawks finally is like paying attention to all of this and goes, well, I did tell you that the spikes would be useful.
Ham, as you're at the top of your bike,
Yep.
you see Racer Z actually pop their head out, and they look towards you, and you can see this roaring red in behind the helmet and mask that they're wearing,
That's not good.
and it looks directly at you.
Uh-oh.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, shit.
No.
I
Yeah,
somehow feel like
wisdom.
Ham isn't full of wisdom.
What gives you that idea?
Full of piss, but not wisdom.
God.
What's the DC?
Tomato?
Well, what'd you roll?
I haven't
He
rolled
hasn't
it yet.
rolled
Oh.
yet.
I wanted to know.
DC
Scared.
is an 18.
It's wisdom. It's wisdom. It's a pun.
Oh my god.
You take 8 fire damage. You
Okay.
personally take 8 fire damage.
As in David?
As in, yes,
As in
David,
David.
David takes and your body bursts into flames.
No! Jesus!
One of your lobsters can wish you back into existence. Just
However-
cross the line.
What happens
With your
when you don't
body
wear
in flames
clothes?
and your natural 20 initiative,
That's it.
you shoot right past the finish line and win it for the hecklers or the tunnel boys, whatever you want to call yourselves now.
Oh yeah, well, are we the Tunnel Boys?
You now have 2 gangs. So,
Awesome.
the race is done. You have proven victorious. You quickly move out of the way and park your war bikes off to the side as not to incur the wrath of the racers behind you who may now despise you for winning. You watch as Racer Z gets out of their bike and looks towards you. You're not on fire anymore.
Put you out.
They then look up towards the top of the fortress where Zariel sits with her guard at her side. You watch as the image of them watching over the race disappears from sight. Out of the sides of her bike, the forms of Haruman and Olanthius, her most trusted guard, step down to the sands of Avernus and look over the lot of you. You watch as Racer Z removes the helmet from their head,
no, oh no,
and you
oh
see
no.
the devilishly demonic, and not demonic, devilish form of Zariel getting out of her amazingly beautiful bike.
Oh, shit.
Oh boy.
Zariel
Good.
moves forward and says, "You have raced well today. You have my congratulations. If you would please follow me into the fortress, where we may discuss your reward. I may also have a proposition some of you may have interest in. Please, come."
No
I'm scared.
disrespect, but a lot of people go into that fortress and don't come out, ma'am.
It's fine.
Oh, all right.
I'm going
Yeah, that's
in.
very reassuring.
It's fine. I'm going in.
I spent 2 years in there. I suppose it can't get much worse.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Zariel leads you to the top of her fortress where the illusion of her once sat. You are high above the ground of the hellscape and can see for miles in every direction. A tactician's dream. Zariel reverts to her larger form and sits upon her throne with Elanthius and Harumon at her sides. Now then, I'm feeling generous. Each of you standing before me, what is it that you desire? I will make it so to the best of my ability. What is your wish that you wish to be granted?
Boy.
Every time I make deals, it doesn't go very well.
This is not a deal.
This is just a gift, a reward.
You bested me.
Oh, okay. Well, I would personally like it to not be in hell if that's on the table.
Done.
Can I specify where though? Because I wasn't done quite to
No.
speak.
Next.
No,
Uh-oh.
this isn't good.
Bye, Bonnie.
So, like, honestly, I'm looking for some gainful employment.
Oh, no.
I've been with my
Oh.
family's business for like years, and I'm like honestly tired. Do you guys need like a mechanic or something? Because I'm like really obviously good at it.
I'll get back to you. Next.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I'm really just in it for the thrill of the
Murder.
adventure. Can I get like a tuna fish sandwich?
Stop it. Stop it.
Done. Next.
Ham still like patting fires out on him. He's like,
Yep,
let drinks go first. Let me get this fucking fire.
Your
situation."
bear's just
Varn
so,
goes up to
uh,
like help him pat out the fires and then realizes he's not wearing clothes and he blows on you.
So drinks.
Yeah, well, thanks for the lesson in specificity, Clips.
You're you're welcome.
He says, I'd really like, my friends and I would really like to go home to the last refuge, if you wouldn't mind, ma'am.
Done.
Great.
Ham, after drinks finishes, looks directly at Zariel and says, completely serious, "Let's do it again."
Done.
What?
Once the rewards are handled, Zariel looks out before you, and her face changes from that of as jovial as a, devil lord can be, to the death stare of a hardened warrior. You have all proven yourselves to me in this race to be resourceful. There are events in motion to turn the tides of our favor in this blood war. I offer the title of General to any of you who wish to lead alongside me in this war. I will outfit you with all of the resources I can to make your own bike, one that could be even more powerful than the one I rode today. I will also give you an army at your disposal to destroy the demonic enemy we face. I offer you a reward the likes of which you have never seen. So your choices are thus.
I have
Join
one-
me.
I have one question. Just one question.
She's
the benef-
monologuing. You can't. You just.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are there benefits?
Oh my God.
Do you need dental?
Dental's important.
Your choices are thus. Join me and become more powerful than you can imagine, or leave here and I will turn a blind eye as you leave Avernus, and I ask that you never return. What do you choose?
For me personally, with what's going on here, would you say that this is a better option than what I've just signed up for?
That's for you to decide.
I would like to make an insight check.
You want to insight check a devil lord?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I
Which
do.
of
Go
these
for it.
situations is the most awful? Ooh.
Okay, okay.
That is a 19 plus 0.
Yeah, I
19.
was like,
19.
this eclipse is
Yeah,
not what-
no. You see fire coming out of her eyes, and it's kind of hard to read.
I will take my chances with somewhere else.
How about the rest of you?
I'm all for this general. Again, like I'm looking for some gainful employment and like more powerful than I was before. I think I can work in dental somehow.
All right.
I don't have a lot going on. Yeah, yeah, no problem.
Fine. We'll return. I'm going to return to the beach, but next year I host this race up at the beach.
Can you put some pants on though?
No.
But the sand gets.
No.
It's been 2 years, love. He hasn't put pants on in 2. I don't
right,
even
God
know if
help
he knows
him.
how to anymore.
All right, so the leg goes in one side, and then
And how about you?
What you want to do? Touch him to show him? No. No, flattering as it is, Mum. I don't think me and mine are built here for Avernus, so we're gonna
All
get
right.
the.
You watch as Zariel lifts her finger and snaps as Eclipse and Dranks vanish out of view.
They slowly dust.
Yeah, they slowly dust and they're just gone.
I don't feel so good.
No!
no
But the
regrets.
three of you are all standing there. Zariel stands and walks towards the open balcony that overlooks the large portion of the River Styx that you passed. She clasps her hands behind her and stares out at the infinite vastness of the burning wasteland. Very well. Now, if you would please leave me for the moment, my guard can show you where you need to go. Zariel does not turn back to look at you, and instead continues to stare out the balcony. Somehow, even though she is faced away from you, you can tell that she has an incredibly sinister smile on her face. You glance out in front of her at the sky in the distance, and you see something not normal for Avernus. You see dark clouds that begin to swell. The sound of thunder radiates from them as you see sparks of blue lightning crackle across the sky. You feel a weight in your chest as the air around you seems to grow dense. The pressure stays present as you make your way down to the entrance of the fortress. And as you look up towards the clouds, they grow darker and darker, the storm growing more and more violent. Something is coming. And that is the end of this race. So,
Where am I, John?
that
Did
we'll
I end
find
up in
Can I
out.
his
get a
game?
sandwich?
We'll find out, won't we? So, thank you everybody for joining us. We have been taking initiative and friends. So, yeah, thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Bucky, that was beautiful.
Also-
You did great.
Thank you,
yeah.
John.
Also, big shout outs to my bad friend here, Josh, and Victoria, who have done the lovely job of coordinating this entire thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
We love you and appreciate you, and you are the best.
Thank you so much.
Should we
problem.
go around
Yeah,
and say
yeah,
who we
Yeah,
are?
go
Yeah.
around once more. I am Bucky Masters. You can find me on Twitter at Bucky Masters.
I'm Josh Perot. You can find me on Twitter at Zyroxis the Beard. That's at XIROXIS the Beard, and taking initiative at TI_pod.
I'm Morgan Conroy. You can find me for all things D&D related at Thistle Raven on Twitter.
I'm Hannah Billings. You can find me at Tinder Organic.
I'm David Alvord, again from North by Northquest podcast, and you can follow us at NXN Quest.
And I'm Eugenio Vargas, also known as your friendly neighborhood dungeon master DM Jazzy Hands from the Last Refuge podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at DM Jazzy Hands, and you can follow my show at DND Last Refuge. That's D, the letter N, D Last Refuge.
So thank you, everybody, and thank you, Wizards of the Coast.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Good game, dude.
Yeah,
Thank
excellent
you.
job.
That was fun.